This week on Fashion Enemy, I'm going to teach you how to turn those Chuck Taylors into a pair of killer cons. These here were made for Burt McCracken. He actually wore these in the Taste of Chaos special for Alternative Press magazine. And so today I'm going to take this regular pair and it's going to make the transformation. What we're going to want to do is, you can see that this shoe's pretty beat up and dirty and dingy. If that's the look we're going for, I recommend spray paint. It's my favorite fashion tool. Give this a good shake and we're just going to spray paint everything. I'm going to put a good coat on there. Maybe give it a couple. You don't want to go crazy and douse it. You don't actually just have to use black. I have silver, you can use red, you can use brown, anything really. As long as if you're going for a dirty look, you can just use a combination of colors and you'll get the desired effect. Now that we're finished spray painting, we're back inside and we're ready to stud this, embellish it, spray paint it, sand it, do whatever. The first thing we're going to do is stud it. We have a lot of options here. We have cones, pyramids, mini domes, and skulls, which are my favorite. Kind of visualize it in your head, map it out what you think you want to do, and then start placing your studs on. Give it a little push. Sometimes they will go through really easy. Once you push these through, since it's going to be on your foot, you want to make sure that none of this is standing out and poking you in the foot. It's very uncomfortable. Okay, so I have 5 of my skulls in. I'm going to finish them down the side, but for right now I'm going to put these cones in. And I'm going to stagger them down the side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push a little bit. It's going to create these 2 little dots here and here. That's where I know my teeth are going to be. Take my awl, stick it. Not all the way through, just a little bit to create a better hole. And that should pop in real easy like. We have a finished one here. This is the side that looks like, this is what it looks like when it's done being studded. Our next step now is to sand all this off and get back into the spray paint.
Don't worry, there's still time to order your costume, as long as you go to Moon Costumes. They have over 14,000 Halloween costumes, masks, wigs, and party supplies in stock and at the lowest prices, guaranteed.
MoonCostumes.com.
Use the coupon code VIDEO99 for up to 10% off. Don't you dare go anywhere else.
So now here we're outside, and basically we're going to grind all this spray paint off here. You can use sandpaper or you can pick your favorite piece of asphalt and start grinding. Make sure that you don't forget these grommets here. And then you get that cool worn effect. Okay, so now that we have this shoe totally scuffed up, we're going to want to de-stress these a little bit. Start to see your skulls get a little bit dirty, a little bit dingier. And then, you know, you can just kind of play around with it and kind of get it to where you want it. If you want it more shiny or more dingy. But I think that little extra in there just gives it that little texture. Like I said, you don't have to just use black. You could use brown. Brown looks dirty. I mean, you could use any color. It doesn't have to look dirty, but that's my style for these things. So for an accent, I'm going to throw a little bit of red in there so it's not so black and dark. And again, I'll just do little puffs here and there. And I'll probably scrape these again. I'm gonna let this dry. I'll probably sand it up a little bit more, but it's coming together. So now that we pretty much have it spray painted and embellished how we want, one extra step that I'm gonna put into this is I'm gonna put little slashes in it so it creates a cool little fraying effect. To make the cuts inside your shoe, you can either use a pair of scissors or you can use a seam remover. Another thing you want to really be careful is the way these are set up is you have this black fabric here and you have this white fabric here. They're basically loose together, so when you cut into this, be really careful that you're not cutting into both sides. Put little diagonal cuts in it and go very slow. You can't go back. You want to make sure that you don't go too close to here because that'll take your shoe apart pretty quick. See, as I go through here, this will start to happen and it'll create this effect in here. Through time, wear and tear will do the rest. So now that our shoe's been grinded, spray painted, scuffed, studded, it's been through the works, the only thing left to do is to lace it up and wear them. I recommend either one, spray paint your laces so they blend in with the shoe, or get your own custom laces and see what you come up with. So you've seen the Burt McCracken specials, and you've seen these killer cons made here on Fashion Enemy. But I would love to see what you have to offer. So stop by myspace.com/ahfashion. Also stop by threadbanger.com and post your photos there. We would love to see what you have to create. My name's Andrew Hanson, and this has been another episode of Fashion Enemy. Stay smart.